Good morning everyone, and for today's video we will be learning about infants. What do infants know, when, and how do they know it? So for the next slides, you will be learning about some facts about babies and tips on how to take care of them. So let's start. So child development starts at 0 to 3 months. The world can be a big and scary place for a new baby. They don't know you're there to comfort, feed, and care for them. Baby can understand that they're comfortable because they're full and safe, or uncomfortable because they're afraid or hungry. Your baby is learning all the time, and from your smile and voice, your baby will quickly learn to recognize you're the person who comforts and feeds them most, but not just because you are their parents. However, even from birth, your baby will start to communicate with signals when they're tired and hungry, or awake and alert. Your job is to help them know that the world is a very friendly place for them, where their needs will be met so they can learn to feel safe and loved. So for their social and emotional, for the newborn baby, everything is new and scary. Even a nappy change can, because they don't know that they're a person. They don't know who comes when they cry. They feel happy when feeding, but don't know what happy really means. They cry when they're hungry or tired, but don't understand that you are there to care for them. So for the crying, babies under 3 months often cry a lot, especially in the late afternoon or evening. We're not sure, but this crying is commonly called as colic. Might be partly caused by your babies simply being overwhelmed by everything that's happening inside and outside their body. Note that jiggling is not a good way to settle your baby. It can be a very scary or very painful even if they stop crying. It is important to never shake a baby. Remember, newborn babies do not cry for attention or to punish their parents. In their first 3 months, a new baby cannot decide to cry. They'll cry because of something they're feeling or that's happening around them. They don't understand what is happening to their body or to you, and that you might and for them you might able to help them feel better. So why does your baby cry when you're upset? Because baby feels but aren't yet able to think. Your baby will pick up your feelings. They'll be calm when you're calm, and happy if you are unhappy. So when you're tired and frazzled, your baby may be hard to settle and making things seem even worse. So each baby is different. It is really true. Each baby has a different personality. They may be easygoing and placid, or shy and worried, or be easily upset. And these facts you should have to know. The human face is the first and important shape that your baby learns. The sound of human voices are also important even though your baby doesn't understand them. Your baby is interested in you, especially your voice and your face. Looking into someone's eyes is a vital part of forming close and loving relationships. Show your baby your face and gently talk to your baby right from the start. Don't feel rejected if your baby sometimes turns away. Tiny babies often get tired when they interact. They just need rest. Baby needs to feel safe, that you're looking after them. They often begin to smile at a familiar face and look at you carefully by the 4 to 6 weeks. And when it's all too much, since your baby doesn't understand what's happening around them, Your baby can become upset if there's too much to see or do. They can easily feel overwhelmed by sounds, colors, shapes, and touch. Sometimes it's just too much for them. Loud noises may frighten your babies in the first months, but you can soothe them by talking in a gentle voice, humming, playing lullabies, or even playing the music during your pregnancy. So, for their physical development, although babies are ready to live and grow outside the womb, parts of their bodies are still immature. Your new baby's body is all brand new and never been used before. It will take the first 3 months to get your baby's digestive system running smoothly. And for their moving, your new baby will move their body while they're awake. But your baby doesn't know how to make each part of their body move, or even that all the beats belongs to them. Because in the first 8 weeks, your baby has no control over their movements. The movements are an involuntary reflexes such as sucking, grasping, or like holding something tight in their hands. And your baby will start to work out how to lift their head when lying on their tummy and kick their legs. So for their safety, even though your baby cannot roll, they can wriggle and kick. So never leave them alone on a high surface such as your bed or a change table. So for hearing and seeing, newborn babies can hear you. Your baby has been hearing noises from well before they were born. They can see but only see close things clearly. In the first 3 months, your baby will be attracted by faces, bright lights and colors, stripes, dots, and patterns, but not understand what they're seeing. They'll first recognize that eyes, nose, and mouths make a face. Then your baby will begin to recognize particular faces on other things like their teddy bears. Tips: hang pictures of faces and simple toys above the coat to give your baby practice at looking in them. For their speech and language, babies show how they feel through their face, voice, and body movements. Crying is the main way your newborn baby can let you know something is wrong. And soon, they may start having different cries for different things, like hunger, pain, wet in their diaper, cold, fear, and loneliness. You will begin to recognize these different cries in the first few weeks. Babies have no understanding about time, so for them, all their needs are immediate and urgent. So try to respond to your baby as quickly as you can, so they begin to understand you'll be there when they call out for you. This develops the feeling of security, which is very important. By 7 to 8 weeks, your baby will be making simple sounds. They'll also listen to what you say and then make noises back as they talk to you. And here are some activities that you can do with your baby to have a bond with them. Make a face mobile and hang it above their coat facing them. Stroke different parts of their body to see how they like to be touched. Speak to them gently and use their name. Play music. Sing to your baby. Cuddle your baby a lot. Let them look at your face as you talk to your baby. Copy their little gestures. Gently rock them. And sometimes baby loves to be carried by their moms, but and when you carry them, babies want you to sing for them like lullabies. So for their feeding and sleeping, babies need to be fed throughout the night in the first few months. Most babies wake every 2 to 3 hours for a feed and sleep a total of 12 to 20 hours each day. And always remember that this is normal. So note, do not leave your baby on their tummy when they sleep. It means that you should always remember to let your baby burp because it may lead to a sudden unexpected death in infancy. So always remember that every baby is unique. Every baby is different and may develop at different rates. So if your baby does not do some of these things, they may be working on a different area of learning and development. So that's all for our discussion for today. See you next week. Thanks.